So you want to impress your friends and family, you want to hear those oohs and ahs. Make this lemon meringue pie and I promise you that's exactly what you're going to hear. It's actually pretty easy to make and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. You start off with your dry ingredients first, some salt and sugar, and then you just want to pulse it. Add your butter. Now the butter's cold and it's been diced. We're going to pulse it 10 times in total. The reason I'm telling you to pulse it is the dough will settle back down. You want to chop up that butter, but you don't want to just let it run because the butter will start to melt and that's not what you want. You're looking for these little pea-sized pieces of butter. Next, we take 3 tablespoons of ice cold water. Now it's important that the water really is ice cold. It keeps the butter from melting because when this dough's baking, that butter is going to melt and turn into steam and it's going to give you what we call flaky pastry and that's exactly what we want. And you're going to pulse it until it comes together as a dough. Just go ahead, knock all of that dough out. You just bring it together. Then we cover it with plastic wrap, we stick it in the fridge and we let it rest. Now resting does 2 things. It lets it get nice and cold so it's easier to roll, but it also will allow the gluten in the flour to relax. So that's going to make it a whole lot easier. We're going to pop this in the fridge and then we're going to let it rest for about 45 minutes before we roll it. Now, to roll it, you want to use a little flour, but I do stress a little. You don't want to put too much flour because it'll dry out your crust. And you roll. Take your time. I just roll in one direction. You just have to keep turning your dough and you just roll in front to back. That's it. The reason that you over-roll compared to the size of the plate is because you've got the sides to consider. You can be a total nerd like me and get yourself a ruler and that's nowhere near 30 centimeters. There we go. I think that is pretty good. You're going to put your pin back on top of your dough and then you just gently roll it back over, unroll it, and then you kind of just push it gently down into your plate. Grab yourself a pair of scissors and just trim off the excess. If you want to crimp it on the top, you absolutely can. You just get one finger and you go like that, just like that. You will have heard of this, it's called docking your pastry. You get a fork, you're just sort of wanting to go through just a handful of times. Don't prick it all the way through. That's going to help you sort of keep it pretty flat. The other thing that you do is you reach for a piece of baking paper, just crumble it up. See how it's sort of just a bit more pliable when you do that? And then you put your pie weights in. You can do what most people have in the cupboard. You can use rice or beans. And then we're going to blind bake. So the whole notion of blind baking is you pre-bake that crust and then we pour the custard inside and we bake it for a second time. You throw the whole thing into the oven at 220 degrees for about 20 minutes. The pie crust is out of the oven. 10 minutes into the baking, I removed the baking paper with the pie weights and that way you get golden here and also golden under here. Now we make the filling. You start off with the sugar. Throw that into a pan, lemon zest from 6 lemons, grab a whisk and just work the zest into the sugar. Take the lemon juice and we add it as we do the cream. We whisk those 2 things together. Now what we do is we put it onto the heat, we dissolve the sugar, we warm it. You don't want it to simmer, you certainly don't want it to boil, right? So you're just going to get it hot and that is enough. Once we wait for that, what I want you to do is grab your eggs, a little bit of salt and whisk them until they're light and fluffy. Do you see that tiny little bubble there? As soon as that starts, kill your heat. And then we're going to slowly add this, because we don't want the eggs to cook. We pour in maybe 1/3 of the mixture, and then we add a little bit more, and then you can dump in the rest. Strain out the zest and any tiny little pieces of egg that might end up in there. Now, if you're like me and you're an absolute perfectionist, you'll see these little bubbles and you'll think, well, I don't want those bubbles. If you want to take them off, you can. Now, you don't have to, of course. We're going to cover it with meringue. I'm just going to go ahead and remove any of those little bubbles. It goes into the oven for 25 to 30 minutes at 180 Celsius. So you see how that's still jiggly? That's exactly what you want, because if it's not, then it's going to be overcooked. So let's get that out of the oven. We have our wonderful pie. Look at that, gorgeous. It's clearly been in the fridge and it's set up a little bit, right? What we're going to do is make a Swiss meringue. And that actually cooks your egg whites first. You add your egg whites and your sugar. So once you've incorporated the sugar and all of the egg whites together, bring it over here and drop it straight over a pot of hot water. The water doesn't have to be boiling. The steam is going to gently heat those egg whites. Now, the reason you need to keep mixing it is because you don't want the egg white to start cooking on the bottom of your bowl. You're going to start checking the temperature. We're looking for 72 Celsius. 72, perfect. add that meringue into a big bowl in a stand mixer. Now we're gonna whisk it until it cools. Start off slow and then build the speed. It is a stiff peak, and just spoon this right into the center of your set lemon custard and just sort of spread it out. You can kind of shape it however you want. You can make it smooth, you can make it look really rustic, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Now, if you don't have one of these fun little blowtorches, you can just leave it snowy white. It really doesn't alter the taste that much. It just is a pretty presentation when it has been torched. This is a very exciting moment for me because I love lemon meringue pie, and as a kid I loved it, and still being able to make it and serve it to my kids, it's really fun. That looks fantastic. Now you can find the link to the recipe that we used today in the caption below, and while you're there, don't forget to subscribe. And of course, if you want loads more of my recipes, go to coles.com.au.